So year 42, which is like year 2020, I just watched a piece on Sunday Morning New York. First of all, there was a commercial, very disturbing, called Boy State, Boystate. It's a production put on by the disgusting filth that is running and created Apple, Apple, the company. It has no permission of mine. It's actually very fucking disgusting. It is every geek and nerd and disgusting foreign corporate dirtbag that is not white or dark skin like my friend Brendan Burns. It's all that shit flying over and in the White House competing for some kind of stupid "we're smarter than you" contest. So anyway, so that happened. It's fucking gross if that's what's to come. I mean, I always look at this shit like, what are you fucking up to next, you shitbags? Who's painting this crap? Anyway, and then we've got the actual piece, which is, I don't know, some lady who sings about June, made her really famous in every gay bar in New York, according to somebody wealthy. She's some woman who, I mean, like, lovely personality, lovely bunch of coconuts, but married some wealthy white guy, and they had some kids in New York, and it's kind of like, ugh. And they mentioned something I thought was interesting, Presbyterian or Methodist. Yeah, they're pressing for tyranny in that dark and light couple mix in genetics. Listen, there's one thing. You want to be you and pure you, and then it's another when you start. Because your might not be that big of a deal, but there's genetic problems with other stuff. Oh, good fucking Lord. Oh, the idiots on the surface. Alright, and the variety show I am going to mention. It starts off where it's one white wealthy guy who funds the TV show for the one black singer who didn't have, like, whatever, who, like, stands behind her and supports her. Great. And then what happened? All of a sudden, the whole network fucking changed. Now she's inviting friends over. She even said it on the show. She's like, it was like, now all of a sudden it went from a white network to only her. It was we'll call her June, the June show, the June bug. It's like, what the fuck? And then that was it. Now all of a sudden they have a foot, they have an in, and then they think they're in control of something. This is the way it goes. I don't understand why you humans are so fucking stupid. I guess again, it's like, you keep that, I'm keeping this, and I want to keep my ability to make a decision for myself and for my children if they look like my color. I don't understand why you keep, like, forcing everybody to share shit and then losing the ability to fucking make your own decision. It's disgusting. That's what the Boy State problem is on the commercial of Apple. Is that what comes next? I've already lost my vote as a white person to what I want my kids to do and what I want to do, because I'm sitting in a prison because I can't get a fucking job. There's no occupation. There's no wages. There's no job. I don't know what the fuck all of the people in charge did in New York, but I haven't been able to support myself, and not for lack of trying, might I add. So let's see. In fact, I think that the disgusting Presbyterian couple and their children probably had a much better life than I did, by money, by religion, by, like, occupation, by people they hung out with, while I'm stuck in fucking quarantine and I'm the extraterrestrial. Go figure. Let's see. This, by the way, what I'm living right now was never allowed to happen, but here we are. So I hope CDC fucking knocks the shit out of you all, because what I see coming, like, there are faces on the network in here that I have never even seen before. My making it like it's normal, which it's not. I had a conversation with my mom and dad. My mother's like, she's like, I wanted to watch Roots. It came on right as you were born. It aired. She's like, every Sunday night. I was like, really? She's like, and don't you know? She said, there were no DVRs, no anything. I was so looking forward to sitting down and watching it. She's like, and every time it was on Sunday, it was like you had a thing. She's like, you would wake up, and she's like, you would disturb me so I couldn't watch it. I was like, go figure, Linda. Anyway. So, let me think about this. Alright, so that was on the Roots. And then there was the, let me think about this, right? Because this is the up and coming that was freaking me out when I was little, that I was reporting in about back then. Oh, and then my father said, he's like, well, they were the slaves. And I go, actually, Lewis, I was like, here's what really bothers me. I was like, this dark-skinned woman on the TV keeps saying she's from Africa. I was like, did you and Linda realize that to the north, the color of the people are really more like a Michael Mirza, like Maria Mirza's dad? I was like, the people in, like, say, Sudanese, like, just below there, they're, like, really darker than the woman on TV. I was like, and then there's, like, some white people in Africa, say, a little to the south of that. And they were like, right? I was like, so how is this woman, her color doesn't even look like it comes from Africa. And so my father was like, well, that's where the slaves come from. Slaves? First of all, Slav is from from Europe, but I'm like, I was like, but here's the thing, Lou. I was like, there's no slaves from Africa. I was like, from what you're, first of all, you're saying Slav, S-L-A-V. You add an E to it, and all of a sudden you think it's like these dark skins from Africa. I'm like, no. I was like, first of all, I was like, you realize that there's like coastline to our south, and then there's a whole bunch of islands, correct, Lou? I was like, because that's the color of the people on the TV. That's the color of the people. They're island people down south to us. I was like, but the thing is that when they have storms and surges, the Coast Guard comes to save them, and then there's people who try to get off in rowboats to mainland. I was like, so that's how they got here, by either their own whatever. I was like, or the Coast Guard picked them up because there was like some surge and relocated them at some point. I was like, let's be honest, there was no ships picking them up and like moving them purposely. Why would you want to do that? I mean, somebody probably had a bleeding heart and moved them at some point, but like, your story, Lou, I was like, the one that you keep trying to sell me my whole life, I'm not buying it. He's like, yeah, I know, it's really fucking difficult to know what a fucking disappointment you are, you disgusting fool.